It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. So let's talk some business stuff, Rob.
Yeah.
It's springtime, and but it's not. At least not where I'm at. I feel like most of the rest of the country got an early spring. I mean, in February there were people out like washing stuff everywhere, except for Minneapolis.
Yeah.
But then it like dipped back into winter, and then it's just like staying there. And usually we're out like cleaning windows and doing stuff by now, and there's like maybe a little bit of snow on the ground, but it's pretty much all gone. But I mean, it's going to be April, like into early to mid-April before we have a chance of getting rid of the snow here and like really getting out and doing some work. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Are you guys running into the same thing, or are you able to start getting out?
So February, again, where we are, we have the Chesapeake Bay, and we're right next to the Atlantic Ocean. So we're buffeted with two large bodies of water. One's obviously way bigger than the other, but that helps us with a lot of temperature-wise. February was ridiculously warm, and we only did we ran a 20% off special just because like we've got the weather, we need to get these jobs done. Like any work, I'm very much looking forward to when we get our March P&L. So I can see that we're only like $10,000 in the hole for the year instead of right now where we're like $80,000 in the hole. But dude, February we did $20,000 worth of work, which I know compared to like the zero that you're able to do right now is like not great. But February or so for March, which we've had most nights it's freezing, and then it like today was probably the first day in 2 weeks that it wasn't freezing when we woke up, and then it's like, all right, well now it's 45 degrees, we can do work.
Yep.
Tuesday we had our biggest day of the year, did basically like $11,000 worth of work, including I did a $2,500 rust removal.
There you go.
Which is really awesome.
You posted some stuff on Facebook that looked real good.
Yeah. So rust removal is way easier when it's like 50, 60, 80 degrees.
Yeah, when it's heat definitely helps.
37. And I'm getting out there. Like I had to build a truck that night. I was up till like 2:30 building this fourth rig. And I'm out there and it's just blowing cold air. And I'm like trying to get the rust remover to spray on there and then brushing it. But the wind is like, haha, and just like throwing all my stuff away. And dude, I'm like, I've got my earbuds in and I've got the beanie on. And of course, then that's like, your head shall hurt the rest of the day. And it wasn't fun, but
it's a squeeze.
Gives you the payday was worth it.
Yeah.
And it was snowing that morning. Like we like just flurries, and it's like, this is some bullshit.
Do you think February was slow for you because people aren't used to getting work done in February, or do you think it was economics or the guys you've got, or what do you think caused it?
I think that definitely psychologically for clients, people weren't thinking about that.
Yeah,
we still did a lot of estimates and just a bad close. I mean, we did 137 estimates in February, and we did 42 jobs, which is not.
Yeah, as I say, it seemed were those mostly new clients or repeat clients?
We sent out. I mean, we sent to 2,100 text magics.
Yeah.
So that was interesting, which we played around with that and found out that part of the reason we weren't getting responses from it was the fact that they weren't going through because there was a change in phone number or something, and it was great. So
it's just a bunch of dead text floating around.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I'm like, how did we send 200 text messages and we got 3 responses? Like normally it's like, no.
Yeah, usually you get quite a few responses.
Stop. Like,
yeah,
we got like, it was just straight crickets. And after like sending them 400 or 500, I was like, something's just not right. And so I put my phone number on there and then it didn't go through. And I'm like, no, we tried the toll-free version. It went fine. So,
weird. Was it a text magic glitch or something?
So there's with all the, I want to say it's TLDR or there's some new, don't spam people.
Yep.
Which is the rules against us who are actually sending you a legitimate text from a previous relationship versus the ones where it's like, hey, your car warranty, or hey, I can save you money on your insurance. Just go ahead and let
somebody
me
buying a list of phone numbers.
Yeah. But and then for March, we also have a gas station contract that we do. And so that's like, depending on what the scope is, they have us do like all the concrete around the fuel pumps. And with all the stations, this round will be right about 40 grand. And so like, that's a huge amount of stuff for the guys to do. And then just filter in or add in all the residential after that.
Yeah.
And we got them moved. The first year they had us do stuff, it was like in October, November, and we were already busy with Christmas sites. And it was like, we need the power washing to slow down. And so then we got them kind of, now it'll be March and September, which is fantastic. So we can get that good cash flow coming in, hit the Christmas lights. Like it hits that like last dead spot for us.
Yep. Nice. Is there room to add more of those, or is that just like a one-shot deal for you?
I think, I don't know. It's one of those ones where like they own all these like Exxons that are with other, with a Subway in it or whatever, or with a Hardee's or Arby's or whatever. And so, yes, there's probably more, but I don't know how I would really find who, because it's basically like, it's like having like a mini franchise system. So they're not, Exxon corporate isn't going for it. Well, there's a huge gas station chain that they bid out all their stores and everything's got to be done overnight. Like we do all this during the day, which is pretty sweet. It's a little bit of a hassle, but like for the guys to be able to just work during the day is way worth it. And there's several of those gas stations that we'd have to run like 4 guys there, 2 guys actually working and 2 guys just covering their 6. There's less crackheads and meth addicts at 9 a.m. than 9 p.m. So
truth. Hey, what's up, business nerd? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a heck of a lot watching that episode. Do me a favor, subscribe right down here. And if you really like what you saw, you got more goods right here. Check out this one or check out this one and do this. Go subscribe. Appreciate you. Work smarter, work harder, go earn yourself some pride. Catch you on the next one.